Today is Sunday, which is Easter Sunday. And yesterday being Saturday, I met a girl. No, I'm not the one that met her. Rather, she's the one that met me. Yes. You know these girls that normally share flyers to invite you in their church and all those stuff, like program, you get. So she met me and she was offering me that flyer. And I told her that, what is the use of it if I collect this and never come? Or what is the use of this if I collect it now and squeeze it later and throw it away? Doesn't that mean that I'm a hypocrite? She was looking at me like that, like this, like, what do you mean? I said, okay, well, I am not into religious stuff. I don't agree or believe in Christianity, please. So I went on my way and she was following me bumper to bumper, like, she was asking me why. She wanted to know why. I'm like, I don't need religion to be morally upright, you understand? And she was so much curious about why I denounce religion. I'm like, she was calling me an atheist. I'm like, no, I'm neither an atheist or a deist, rather I am. You understand? So she was like fighting so curiously to know why I denounce Christianity as a religion at large. And I asked her this question. It was simple. All your life of being a Christian, mind you, this girl is very, very beautiful, honestly. And wow, I'm so wild when I saw the girl because she was so endowed. Yes. I'm not carried away by lust, but she's lovely. But that she has a little bit of a religious issue, you get. So when I met her, when she came up to me, and I was kind of examining her anyway, but she looks good. So I asked her this simple question. I'm like, ever since your convert as a Christian, have you ever in your life met a Muslim man and start preaching Christianity to them? She said that she used to be an ex-Muslim. I'm like, okay, I'll join. Now, ever since you left Islam, now, does it mean that the Allah you are worshipping is not the correct God? Now that you are following Jesus, you should say that it is your own personal Lord and Savior. Does it mean that Allah is a fake God? She couldn't answer that question. I said, okay, let me not make it compromised. Let me make it to be on a normal playground that even if you are an infant, you will understand it very well. I'm like, I asked her this question. Does it mean that people who believes in Krishna, the Shintos, the Buddhism, all these faiths, even Muslims and Christians, does it mean that all those faiths, the other faiths are all fake, that they are going to go to hell when they die, and you Christians are going to go to heaven? Does that what it means? Like you imposing your own faith on me for me to agree on what you are telling me? And she couldn't answer that question. I looked at her, I'm like, I asked her another question. I'm like, now, who wrote the Bible? What is the origin of this Bible? She couldn't answer the question. I looked at her. Well, I wanted to collect her number, you understand, but Christians are filled with hypocrites. The other lady who was standing beside her saw what was going on, because when I asked her a whole lot of questions, she becomes so dumbfounded, like she's lost in questions, and she couldn't answer one. Now, I wanted to collect her number, Keneko, before you know it, you understand? So, the other woman, but she's aged, she should be around 50, 51 years old, or probably 52 years old, max, you understand? She came up to me, she wanted to come and defend the girl, on to say she's a B pass. Well, I gave her the floor. She came and she was preaching to me and all that. So she was mentioning Jesus Christ and all that. I'm like, okay, Jesus who? Is Christ the surname? She couldn't answer the question. I was looking at her, I'm like, and she was kind of arguing, beating up and down, beating around the bush. I'm like, okay, what is the origin of Christianity and how did Christianity came into Africa? Because it is a bait. I wanted her to at least to try to enlighten me in what Christianity is all about, but she couldn't. And I asked, okay, now you yourself now that is beating up and down since defending your limits and your faith. Now I want to ask you this simple question: do you agree that heaven or hell, God and the devil are a sort of mind? She said no, and I left her and I walked away. So when I went to my auntie's place, because that was yesterday, I was doing 1 or 2 in Dawaki here in Abuja. So when I went to my auntie's place and I met my auntie, Kiniko, then I came out again. Let me just say, like 30 minutes later, and I saw that girl again, that first one, that beautiful one. So I wanted to have that interaction with her, but the lousy one, which is the 52 years old woman, came up to me and grabbed the girl's hand and left. I don't know why she did that, or probably I'm the devil they are preaching about or something, but honestly, it's crazy, but I can't. Man, the girl is beautiful anyway, but that is by the way. So, Christians is kind of crazy because it is this thing I'm saying now should be an easiest question that you guys should answer. Does it mean that people who believes in Krishna, the Buddhism, the Shinto, Islam are going to go to hell? Why you guys yourself go to heaven, since you guys are serving the right God. I just mentioned but a 4 or 5 of faith. How about the remaining thousands of faith who actually believes in 1 or 2 they believe in? Does that mean that those people are going to go to hell? Why you guys, which you yourself have the original God, does that mean that you all are going to go to what's it called, heaven, and the others are going to go to hell? That's a clear question which I actually need an answer to. You understand? So if you have anything on your mind, drop it in the comment section. Until next time, peace.